This is it, the final episode of Imperialism. Down to just 25 teams. A champion will be decided in this episode. As you can see across the map, there have been quite a few teams that have greatly expanded, have a shot at this. Colorado State, Washington State expanded a lot in the last episode. Texas, now at the biggest piece of land in the U.S. TCU stretches all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico, as does Clemson, who stretches all the way almost up to the Great Lakes. Stetson controls almost the entire state of Florida. Villanova has a bunch of the Atlantic coast, and UConn has almost all of the Northeast. So let's get into episode 9, the final episode of Imperialism. The Citadel, the first team up. They have not played yet. They are trapped by Stetson. That's who they're going to have to face. In game 1 of this episode, Stetson wins 81-76, knocking out the Citadel. A small piece of land there for the Hatters, but they will definitely take it as they expand more up the eastern coast. So that will remove the Citadel, and we'll go back to the wheel. 24 teams remaining left in this. The next team spun is going to be Texas, the biggest team in the United States. See if they can expand even more. They can't really go south, so they're going to have to spin it again, and it's going to be north against Colorado State, the two biggest teams on the map right now, going for a huge piece of land. And Colorado State actually beats Texas 81-77 in a matchup that I don't think any of us saw coming. And Colorado State now controls land from the top of the United States to the bottom and even below it with Hawaii. Furman going southeast. They'll take on Clemson, who expands more. Clemson knocks out a tournament team 93-67. Tigers win. ETSU now going south. That's going to take them up against Villanova, one of the powers of the map right now. Villanova takes an easy win by 20 points to knock out ETSU and expand into the state of Tennessee. So going back to the wheel now, it's Washington State going southwest. That's going to be against St. Mary's, and St. Mary's wins 76-66 to get their first expansion in quite a while. They've only taken over one team, I believe, thus far, and that was San Francisco, and they start to expand now out away from the coast, taking out Washington State. So back to the wheel now, only about 20 teams left in this. And next up, it's going to be, and that's the piece of St. Mary's land, by the way, South Carolina State, the worst team still in it, going southeast, take on Stetson. Stetson easily wins this, and that'll do it for South Carolina State. TCU going northwest against Colorado State, trying to take all their land, and TCU wins in overtime. So Colorado State could beat Texas, but they could not beat Texas Christian. I changed their color to purple because I really did not feel like outlining the entire United States almost because TCU's color is white. So I changed it to purple. TCU now controls a massive amount of land. St. Louis now going north. We have not seen them in a while. They were active early on, but Clemson ends their run 80-59 to eliminate the Billikens. Buffalo going southeast, take on UConn, and UConn expands again. They're looking very good. They could be definitely one of the championship contenders. Clemson now going northwest, take on Arkansas State, and Clemson expands again. They're also looking very good. Clemson is. Maybe they could potentially take home the crown. We'll see what happens. Make sure to stay around to the end. And remember, put in the comments who you think is going to win. Tennessee, with their first wheel spin, they're going to be going against Villanova, and they win 66-58. So now Tennessee with a pretty big piece of land. Stetson once again going north against Charleston. Can they win again? Yes, they can by 2 points. Wow, Stetson has been playing very well. And the ASUN team continues to roll, expanding all the way up that eastern coast. They're about halfway there. Tulane going to be taking on Clemson. Clemson's going to win by 11. So now almost the entire Gulf of Mexico is surrounded by purple. Clemson and TCU. And Clemson's borders now stretch all the way from the south to the very north. Stetson once again going northeast. They'll take them against Norfolk State, and they win again. Stetson looking unbeatable right now, taking out the Spartans by a score of 68-63. UConn now going southwest, take on Tennessee, and they win 72-69. UConn knocks out one of the powers. Clemson going south. They can't really do that, though, so they're going to have to spin again. One more huge expansion for Clemson could really establish them as one of the main powers in the map right now. They're going to go north against UConn. This will be a test for them, And UConn does win 78-60, finally eliminating the Tigers. Back-to-back very big expansions for UConn has them sitting pretty right now. Yale is going to have to take on UConn this round, and Yale beats UConn. UConn not sitting so pretty anymore as Yale knocks out the Huskies, and now Yale controls a huge piece of land. They might be one of the title contenders. They were a pretty good team this year. UTRGV taking on TCU, and oh my goodness, Rio Grande Valley beats TCU 62-57 in what could be called the most shocking upset of the tournament based on where it happened, at what point, and TCU is gone. UTRGV now controls a massive expanse of land. Bradley going east to take on Yale, who just expanded and got all that land, and Bradley's going to take it all right back from them. They win 70-52, and the Bradley Braves eliminate Yale, and now they control a bunch of land. That land has shifted quite a bit in the last couple minutes. Niagara is trapped by Bradley. Bradley takes another small piece of land, defeating the Purple Eagles, who lasted this long but cannot last any longer. So now just 5 teams left. St. Mary's is trapped by UTRGV. They will face them, and they win 72-47, eliminating UTRGV, and that'll be it. They had their moment of glory, but now they are defeated by St. Mary's. Just 4 teams left now. St. Mary's, Little Rock, Bradley, and Stetson. It's going to be Little Rock. They're going southeast. That's going to take them against St. Mary's again. And the Gales win once again 94-54 to take Little Rock down to just 3. Who will come out on top? St. Mary's has to face Bradley, and St. Mary's wins 80-71. So this is it, the championship. St. Mary's and Stetson. Who will take the crown, the trophy? Who will be the winner of this Imperialism? It's going to be the Gales and the Hatters. No reason to spin the wheel. So here we go. We'll show the play-by-play, and let's get it. So, we're going to look at the play-by-play for this game. Let it pull up. So, out of the gate, I'm mostly just going to hit the high points. Not going to look at every single shot, but as you can see, Stetson jumps out to an early lead. They get the 3 from Wiesa Panzo to take the lead 7-4, and then they get another 3 up 10-4, an early Stetson lead. Could they pull this off, potentially? Panzo hits another 3. They're up 15-6. And a very hot start for Stetson, but Aiden Mahaney answers back. 16-9 Stetson. Now, St. Mary's pulls within 3 on a Logan Johnson 3. St. Mary's making it closer. Stetson's lead has dwindled from the beginning of the game. Aiden Mahaney makes another 3. Stetson's lead is just 1, but Jalen Blackman responds right back with a 3-pointer, 31-27. Stetson maintaining a lead until Aiden Mahaney hits a 3, and then Aiden Mahaney, lo and behold, he hits another one. Stetson and St. Mary's are tied up. This one could go down to the wire. Who will come out on top? St. Mary's takes a 5-point lead on Alex Dukas 3, and maybe, is this their chance to maybe pull away, but Luke Brown for Stetson brings it within 3. And then Jalen Blackman ties it up. So we're tied up again. St. Mary's cannot pull away. Jalen Blackman hits another one. This one brings Stetson back within 3. St. Mary's is kind of taking a lead. St. Mary's holding a slight lead. Stetson ties it up again. Back and forth we go in this game of Imperialism. The final thing. Stetson takes the lead. Alex Dukas takes it right back for St. Mary's. 68-66 they lead. St. Mary's gets out to a 6-point lead. Can they finally put Stetson away? Getting near the very end of this 363 team Imperialism. And a big shot by Alex Dukas puts them up by 9. Stetson starts to put a bit of a comeback together, but St. Mary's up by 7, now up by 9. And that is your ball game. St. Mary's wins 79-70, and the Gales are the champions of Imperialism. And to all of y'all who have watched this series for the whole 9 episodes, I appreciate y'all. Spin the wheel one more time. And it's going to land on, obviously, St. Mary's. And the Gales are the champions St. Mary's, I think they have potential. They got put out by UConn in the tournament this year. Maybe they'll be better next year with Aiden Mahaney returning. The entire United States belongs to none other than the St. Mary's Gales. This series has been incredibly fun. But that is it. St. Mary's is the champions. Thank you all for watching. I will see y'all in the next episode, and it has been a pleasure to do this. And just thank you all for the support. And I will see you guys next time.